What defines a good video game? Several different elements contribute to the epicness of a game, not mentioning the obvious ones like high-end graphics, catchy yet convincing storylines, and the coolest game mechanics. There are some less spoken about traits that make a game legendary. These can be increasingly strengthening player stats, epic boss battles, interesting side characters, and of course, amazing weapons with even more amazing upgrades. So, not wasting more time, here's our pick for the top 10 video game weapons that reach insane levels when upgraded. Number 10. Zenith Sword from Terraria. The Zenith is a sword only obtainable post the Moon Lord level in Terraria and is a hard mode melee weapon built from a large number of swords that are acquired over the duration of the game. When swung, the several component swords fly towards enemies within a 20-tile radius of the cursor, independent of where the cursor is on the screen, then circle back in rapid, furious arcs. They pass through solid bricks and produce 3 swords per usage, at base melee attack speed. Each sword sprite inflicts the full damage of the weapon. Number 9. Unmarker from Doom 64. This demonic weapon is found in Doom 64, etched with a pentagram and composed of fragments of a demon's spine and rib bones. It uses cells as ammunition, similar to the plasma gun, and the BFG to fire powerful red laser beams. It can be upgraded as and when the player picks up demon keys. The weapon will shoot somewhat slowly if you don't have any demon keys. Picking up the first key boosts the laser's pace, turning it into a quick-firing weapon, while the second key activates another, slightly spread-out laser. The third demon key turns the gun into a machine of mayhem. It causes the weapon fire 3 crazy powerful laser beams at once, which are all widely spread for maximum coverage, allowing you to take out multiple enemies at once like it's nothing. Number 8. Super Gravity Gun from Half-Life 2. Although more of a tool than a weapon, the Gravity Gun, also known as the Zero-Point Energy Field Manipulator, is a tractor beam type weapon designed to handle hazardous materials, but as Alex Vance explains it, it's mainly used for heavy lifting. This gun soon becomes an invaluable and well-recognized part of our character Gordon Freeman's arsenal, along with his trusted and slightly rusted crowbar. When the gravity gun is exposed to the confiscation field inside the Citadel, it gets supercharged instead of being incinerated like most other weapons. This supercharging greatly increases the capabilities of the gun, allowing it to manipulate items of significantly greater mass and pull and repel them with an absolute mad amount of force. The best part? The super gravity gun can now interact with organic matter, allowing you to play ragdoll with your enemies and causing their bodies to electrocute others who touch it. Number 7. Ripper from Dead Space 2. The RCDS Remote Control Disc Ripper, or simply Ripper, is a deadly gadget designed to cut and slice through solid rock. It's an ancient waiting to happen in less capable hands, ejecting razor-sharp diamond-coated tungsten blades at up to 17,000 RPM, which will undoubtedly rip through anything or anyone in its path. As if this wasn't terrifying enough, once the Ripper's damage upgrades reach a total of 16 points, the contraption can swiftly chop off the limbs of even enhanced necromorphs on Zealot difficulty, shock them and fling them backwards. With superb blade control, even large groups of necromorphs can be minced with barely any ammo, making it extremely powerful in tougher scenarios where ammo is usually scarce. Number 6. The Wrench from BioShock. This starting weapon is crazy good if wielded by the right hands. You can quite funnily actually upgrade this tool, especially if you manage to get a hold of the right plasmids and tonics. It goes from being a cute little melee weapon to an absolute berserker war machine. You'll have to give up on a ton of tonic slots if you want to make the most of this wrench, but if you make this sacrifice, you can kill every enemy in one hit, except for the big daddies, that is. Shocking the enemies and bashing their heads in with the wrench is a powerful combo already, but throw in a few tonics like the Sports Boost for extra speed, the Wrench Lurker, which makes you stealthier, and Wrench Jockey, which increases the overall damage of your wrench, then you've got yourself an unstoppable combo, allowing you to breeze through the map, simply KOing enemies as you please. Number 5. The Comically Large Spoon of Gold from Payday 2. Here's a goofier entry for all you upgrades fans out there. Payday 2 included this melee weapon as an April Fool's update. The Comically Large Spoon of Gold is a golden reskin version of the already exciting comically large spoon with a few teaspoons more of added powers. This comically large piece of gold cutlery is only unlocked once the community touches a whopping 5 million kills with its non-golden equivalent, with each player needing at least 100 kills with that time. The big golden spoon is different in many ways, including higher concealment and damage stats. It's also got a significantly faster charge time for a weapon of that damage category. The giant golden spoon also has a 20% chance of setting ablaze your enemies for around 3 seconds after striking them, but will always incinerate civilians, giving you a satisfying insta-kill for them. Number 4. Ultima Blade from Final Fantasy. In the Final Fantasy series, the Ultima Blade is a recurrent weapon. It's usually in the shape of a great sword, not to be confused with the Ultima Weapon and Ultima Sword, both of which appear in the series as recurrent ultimate weapons. The Ultima Blade is a high-ranking great sword with 118 attack, 7% combo rate, and a plus 10 evade bonus, while it provides 109 attack, 20 evade, and an 8% combo rate in the Zodiac versions of the game. The Ultima Blade is the final enhanced version of the Engine Blade, and it is Noctis' second most powerful blade, only trailing behind Balmung. The engine permits elemental energy to be absorbed from downed adversaries, as it does with all Insomnian technology weapons, although the Ultima Blade has a better likelihood of doing so than all its earlier versions. Bonus fact: a Final Fantasy crossover quest was added to Assassin's Creed Origins in December 2017. As a legendary mount, the player can obtain Quer, a chocobo camel hybrid, as well as Noctis' Ultima Blade, a sword, and the Zedrich, a shield. Number 3. The shotgun from Resident Evil 4. Although just a regular starting weapon that you may initially want to part ways with later in the game, the shotgun is a weapon that will reward you handsomely if you hang onto it and invest in its upgrades. As you all know, the shotgun shoots a bunch of pellets into the enemy, imparting damage to them proportional to how many pellets get them. But the final upgrade of the shotgun blesses you with the superpower of imparting the damage of the whole slug in just one pellet. What does that mean? If you shoot into a horde of zombies with your shotgun, they'll all be dealt the same damage as if each of them took a shot at point blank range. Talk about crowd control. Number 2. The revolver from the Metro series. In Metro 2033, the revolver and its variants are the only handguns available, while in Metro Last Light, it is one of 3. The revolver is Artyom's first weapon in the video game series. It's slow, powerful, and extremely customizable. Although mediocre before, once upgraded, the revolver can be used in a variety of combat situations, but it is most suited as a stealth weapon. When fitted with a silencer, sight, and a complete stock, the revolver becomes an excellent stealth weapon, practically a tactical sniper rifle, particularly when dealing with targets that require being dispatched with a single shot. Number 1. The wooden sword from Ninja Gaiden. This weapon may initially seem quite weak, and it very well is, but invest heavily into it and upgrade it to its max, and you've got yourself the most powerful weapon in the entire game, titled the Unlabored Flawlessness. The plain wooden sword is available at the in-game weapons shop, but it's unlikely that anyone would buy it given its low base stats. But if you do purchase it and ultimately upgrade it to its max, you will end up with a totally new weapon, which is no longer a wooden sword, but a huge, long wooden war club with enchanted words carved into it. It deals the damage of a heavy weapon while maintaining the agility of a sword. The best powers of this weapon is that the lower your own HP gets, the higher the damage it can deal out. For instance, if you're at 25% health, this heavy weapon will deal 150% more damage, making it undoubtedly the most powerful weapon in the game and number 1 on our list. Enjoyed this list and want to see more top-notch video game content like this? If so, do give us a like by clicking that thumbs up button and subscribe by hitting that notification bell. Also, tell us which was your favorite weapons upgrade on this list by letting us know in the comments below. Until next time.